one of our main events. We're gonna get right to it. Artist to my right, introduce yourself. Make some noise for Saga, man. Battle on my left, introduce yourself.
It's your boy Don Marino, Homestead Hitman, Miami legend, the Mexican that made the garden look good. Give it up for him! And there's Rex in the building, let's go.
Yo, make some noise for Don, let's get it.
Yeah, wanna join cause they can't beat us, so trust the process, we great leaders. We the gatekeepers. Open the gates, yeah. They can't believe that we ain't cheaters, getting hella views, we ain't pay neither. We the gatekeepers. Open the gates, open the gates. Open the gates, we the gatekeepers. Open the gates, open the gates, open the gates, open the gates.
I remember when my Theo got deported. He told me don't be lackluster. It happened so fast, sucker. All I remember is he was saying, I'll be back, youngster. So how he's gonna talk to me about Christ when I really sat down with Jesus for the Last Supper? See, here's the backlash. Here's the backlash. Trey says, I'm giving you a gift. Get loud. I'm hoping it's great. Fuck your slogan. Trojan. He had to trick me with the horse where I could open the gates. Let's go, nigga. Keep going. But it's a war though. We could have did this on Verbal War Zone, but they didn't pick up the homie. On or off wax, y'all can picture the body. Now I got the sensei in the garden like Mr. Miyagi. I've been in the dojo. I've been in the dojo. They say he's on a run. Somebody should be taken on. I said, no matter what Twilight Saga in, the way he ain't breaking dawn. I've been on. Yo, been on. No myth, the logical thing, you can't stop me, of course. I'm a big star, centaur. Y'all about to see a body on the horse. Fuck what your folk tell you. I get your environment blown. I go to your crib with the 50 and up. That's a retirement home. I'm holding the chrome. Get one from the heat. That's how I serve my opponent. Better ring twice on LeBron in the spur of the moment. Keep rapping. What else? I said, but they don't give me credit for my work. I hold a visa. The looks change every time. Mona Lisa. Keep a nickel with the card. No. I said, they don't give me credit for my work. I hold a visa. The looks change every time. Mona Lisa. Keep the nickel with the card. Lotaria. The glove over the handle. I sold for heaters. Pistol whip. I'm holding heaters. The Mexican with the big butt. The old Selena.
Let's go.
Rap. What else? What else?
Saucy, baby.
I said, oh, Selena, mira, eres un borracho. Tienes un problema con cerveza, muchacho. When no comprende, he fights his problems with alcohol, you fucking bastard. See the sensei with the bottle, drunken master. I'm stunting actor. What we drinking after? Shots, 40s, a cup or two. Man, this shit dead. Last time we saw a Christian brother with a leader, since Edge. I've been, oh my God. A Christian brother with a leader since Edge.
Excellent board.
I see them how they say my Spanish is bad. Well, shit, I heard the snobs. But Proverbs 20, you should be wise not to get intoxicated. You should have curved the squad. I'd rather have trouble with a language than not understand the word of God. That's the word of God. I'm the boss child. I don't be exchanging hands. I go coast to coast with the can. Shane McMahon.
Leave that Christian man alone.
I go coast to coast with the can. Shane McMahon. I let it land. The big fall. Triggers on both sides. Pinball. Get the horse cap. Quick draw.
Let's go.
I said it'll be a big fall. Triggers on both sides. Pinball. Get the horse cap. Quick draw. I'm a big dog. I said I'm a big dog. I'm gonna show you why this Migo is the topic. They see me in formation. Hut, hut. Now they got Marino in the pocket. Show you different weapons in the playbook. I'm trying to score tonight. 45, 38, deuce, deuce. Sound like I'm calling the play before the hike. But I don't pump fake. But I don't pump fake. But I don't pump fake. It's the 4 horsemen. 5 of y'all sort of complete. I don't hand it off from storing the heat. I get 4 down and 1 to go. Quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak. Shit, I've been a beast. This razor cut different people. Shall need the llama to get you. Different characters on the blade, like I got me a Jinsu. But them shotters will hit you. You're in the hospital on life support. They don't know what you've been through. Pull the plug or not, they plotting against you. Will the saga continue? Will the saga continue? But why should they consider? Because then you almost killed yourself because you drank the liquor. Remember suicide? You would have been a player of the month. Well, good. I'm the one that hangs the pictures. The boss is back. Rap! The boss is back.
Y'all ain't see that?
What? Rap! The boss is back. I said the boss is back. You didn't even do the work. You want credit. You should have used the knife. You only had one job. You couldn't even do that right.
Yo.
But not me. But not me. When my dad died, I couldn't quit. It was gonna be a risk. Stood by my mom when the doctor said you lucky you live. Sent my wife to college, no financial aid. They didn't cover me no trip. Employee of the month for quitting. That luxury's a gift, cause I had to boss up and raise the company I'm with. So you's a bitch. What? You's a bitch. And he left the ex to shine on another team. But you ain't the man in your home. Christopher Reeves, running with the horses crippled you. Now you can't stand on your own. Rap done. Rap done. Rap. Finish your food. Rap. What else? You can't stand on your own. Can't be alone. Try to build them, but they outshined you. That's what happened when you join the forces. How did you get slowed down for you? Trying to hold your horses. I'll switch it. Wow. You were switching courses. Bit the hand that feeds you. Got caught changing tables. Try to build something for the horse. You got caught remaining stable. But hey, that's food for thought. I said, but that's food for thought. Listen, but I kept my promise to you. No personals. It could have got more gory. But in that results, I'm wilding on stage like the old Maury. But I showed y'all he's a suicidal, backstabbing drunk. The rest of your life is more boring. Gotta keep it trill. G had to break Saga in 3 parts for y'all to get the whole story. What you got for me? See? I didn't even talk to you about religion. Cause I still go to God for help. When my dad died, I blame myself. Only if I have more wealth. My mom got sick, I blame myself. I should have took better care of her health. I'm like you, Saga. I reached for that Bible on the shelf. Cause you asked forgiveness for masturbation. I asked forgiveness cause I was too hard on myself. I'm too hard on myself. Listen, I was too hard on myself, but now I'm raising hell. Told Dre, give me the money back, yo. You'll see it, homie. Megan Thee Stallion. This horse is gonna be an easy body. How you gonna stop? No, don't leave him alone. Keep going. It's gonna be an easy body. Don't need to get the shotty. Nah, let the tech block. Round for the waist, it's a headlock. Put a band on his head, X-Pac, chest shot. Man, see what I pick up, scrap? Red Fox, the leg drop. The not I said I let the tech pop. I'll let the tech pop. Round from the waist. It's a headlock. Band on his head. X-pop. Chest shot. See what I pick up? Scrap. Red box. The lead drop. The Mexican put the 9 to work. It's a sweatshop. It's a wet shot. Man, I've been hot. Take me as a joke. Now he'll be cracking up. So hilarious. Cut his throat. Now he half horse. Sagittarius. Listen, I murdered top tiers, mid tiers, left veteran scars. You just got your ass whooping. I didn't use no Mexican bars. Don Marino, man.
Gatekeepers.
Open the gates up. Open the gates. Open the gates up.
We the gatekeepers.
Open the gates. Open the gates up. Open the gates. Open the gates up.
Sensei season. Battles back to back because the pen writes swiftly. I got the call from Dre for Don. I said, I don't know, bro. Man, that's the homie. This don't sit right with me. I said, I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking trash. Boy, I end life quickly. See, this fight friendly, but the moment I got the Don call Leon, then nice with me. I bring it The moment I got the Don call Leon, then nice with me. I bring This fight friendly, but the moment I got the Don call Leon, then nice with me. I'll bring your mob issues. Just know that if Don with you, he Don with you. Just know that if Don with you, he Don with you. They finally drop you running through an easy pass. This is when the fine hits you. Watch how LeBron gets you. Watch how LeBron gets you. One hit, you'll be down for some weeks. Flintstone garbage disposal. You've encountered a beast. One hit, you'll be down for some weeks. Flintstone garbage disposal. You've encountered a beast with serene thoughts. You finna take mad punches from an elite horse with the impact of an all-white Nike. Clean force. You finna take mad punches from an esteemed horse with the impact of an all-white Nike. Clean force. Y'all seen course. Question. Who gonna be his pallbearers after this mean loss? I'm just looking for a few good men to hold up Marine Corps. I'm just looking for a few good men to hold a Marine Corps to a wide hearse. You need assistance from anybody that finds worth. I'm just looking for a few good men to hold a Marine Corps to Farnsworth. You're gonna need some assistance for those who Farnsworth. It's deja vu. J-Lo and Selena, but a lot worse. For a Puerto Rican to make it, a Mexican had to die first.
Fucking go!
It's J-Lo and Selena, but a lot worse. For a Puerto Rican to make it, a A Mexican had to die first. So I called the bros, swore men. Latter day, more men. Yo, Dre. I called the bros, sworn men, latter day, more men. Yo, Dre, this is the part where you need to edit the storm in. I tell the bros, swarm in, latter day, more men. Yo, Dre, it's the part where you need to edit the storm in. I storm in, looking for war. When Donnie Don go, he try to run, that guy got hit. Alejandro, body drop slow. He try to run, that guy got hit. Alejandro, body drop slow. Look like he dead. Paulinato, arms waving, you stiff here. Johnny Bob, arms waving, you stiff here. Johnny Bob, how are you sleeping on this L flight out? I got a futon, Mexican boss. You be dragging your ancestors. Moulon, it's on sight. Mexican boss. Mexican boss, you be dragging your ancestors. Moulon, it's on sight. You gotta deal with the energy that your group on.
I like that.
You a replacement. Ain't it ironic when I moved on, they moved on? Look at him mock. You a replacement. Ain't it ironic when I moved on, they moved on? You should have wised up. This the dude y'all co-signing like his rhymes tough? This look like a downgrade from This the dude that you co-sign like your rhymes tough? This look like a downgrade from the X. Like a 9+. Don sucks. This is a downgrade from the X. Like a 9. This is a downgrade from the X. This is a downgrade from the X. Like a 9+. Don sucks. You told Magic you stole their style so your stock could just raise a bit. You said it yourself. DNA with the punches, shine with the flow, and hopes to profit from taking it. When I left the group, everybody was saying I would drop from the rank and quit. That's not a product I'm staying with. I got better after the X. It was a toxic relationship. I got better after the X. It was a toxic relationship. Don't try to start with me. An animal at heart. Ain't no Lacoste in me. Even Big T left. Don't try to start with me. An animal at heart. Ain't no Lacoste in me. Even Big T left. It makes sense that I take the cross with me. Open your eyes. It makes sense why I take the cross with me. Open your eyes. You would see they use you like they used to be using me. But it's you can see they use you like they using me. But it's just like a petty X. To make the new man something I used to be. They to make a new man that I used to be, boy, Don is a hater. Since you got on URL, you follow my every footsteps in the most honest behavior. I left the X, you joined the X. Good luck, let's see if they rock with you later. You got the outsiders, you got the out-of-towners, I got the outsiders. That's not coincidence, I'm not gonna waver. When life gets hard, it throws its greatest punches, it gets so severe, I keep my eye on his favor. When you write your bars, you get so severe, but you even rely on a savior. Stop it, please. Stop it, please. You can't match the mind of a Socrates to some Socrates. You be dropping leads back and forth to your stock fatigues, trying to rock the bees, trying to mock the steed. You can't match the intensity that the Saga breeds. If I show the difference in what I've done, Don, you drop with ease. Go ahead and start something. If I show the difference in what I've done, Don, you drop with ease. Go ahead and start something. Go ahead and start something. I ain't letting you leave like mom bugging. I ain't letting you leave like mom bugging. My clique had a slow rise to endure. It's the garage button, scarred from it. My clique had a slow rise to endure. It's the garage button, scarred from it. When I realized my name is what God summoned, I put all the street games on hold. Car coming, Dawn fronting.
That was crazy.
I put all them street games on hold. Car coming, Dawn fronting. You ain't never been broke to where it was stressing you. That was never you. Me and my bros had to eat off the corner like an edible with a savage approach.
Talk that drug shit, Saga.
Eat off the corner like an edible with a savage approach. With a savage approach, you wore sombreros and rap about undocumented family when Smack is the host. Told the world you lost your native tongue and can never translate when it matters the most. You lame cheater. You lame cheater. Go ahead, call me a fake preacher, vain leader. Your cousins locked in cages, immigration camps, where the pain's deeper. You rather steal their stories than seek validation for you to bang heaters. Unless you spit these rounds to ice, you in front of the wrong gatekeepers. Unless you spit these rounds to ice, you in front of the wrong gatekeepers. I'm unashamed, diva. I don't just say stuff for the benefit. It's more than battle rap, Don. My savior was an immigrant. You hypocrite. My savior was an immigrant. You hypocrite. You the fakest I ever seen. So tell the truth, bro. You still battle rap moves and even names? Or you lose, bro? Mexican bars is just what's your life like in Telemundo. Mexican bars is just what's your life like in Telemundo, but you know, you say a couple Spanish words, they don't understand, they think you sort of tweaking. You can't pull that little move off of me, Don. I'm Puerto Rican. So if Don plays sensei, I'll call the bros, we gonna mount their gente. Hands high, make any moves, and that's gonna cause their muerte. If y'all repente, a gut check. He falling off like Calle 13. Arm up still, like he just heard Suavemente. So just know, you're gonna need a lot more to beat me than just flowing nice, because you can lose your heart in the ring. If you live that Owen life, you can't stop me. Only the spirit can move me, like a poltergeist. I killed you, but I'm just praying that your soul is right.
Make some noise, man.
looking in the mirror and looking at chat. No sound. We should be good. We good now? What did official say? My mic's on. My mic's on. Turn my headphones up with my treble. We good? Okay, good. So I'll start from the beginning. As always, it's the one and only Nomad from the Queens of Battle Rap show. And it's crazy because I did a perfect read-through of all of that. That's why I wasn't even looking at the chat. Now I'm stuttering. But I wanted to say, as always, I wanted to send a nice, healthy, speedy recovery to Lady J. I believe she's still in the hospital, but, you know, hopefully she's getting well soon. I know she did say she's losing weight, of course, from hospital food. But a nice, speedy recovery is being sent out to you. In addition to that, I also stated that I wanted to send condolences to JC, who I believe recently lost his mother. And if I'm actually not mistaken, there is a GoFundMe to kind of help contribute with, I guess, like some of the fees that are associated with the burial services, or maybe the, you know, repast, the wake funeral, unsure, but just the burial services or the funeral services per se, because I'm not sure what they're doing. It's none of my business. But nonetheless, there is a link going out there to actually assist with the GoFundMe if anybody wants to make any donations for that. If anybody has the link, you can go ahead and put it in the chat as well. In addition to that, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Lisa, I think, also had a recent loss, I think, of a brother. Don't quote me, as it, you know, I just remember scrolling through and seeing it not too long ago. And I believe if you probably go to both of their pages, but definitely Miss Lisa's, I know that she has a link to kind of help with the, I think, going home services for her brother, if it is her brother. If not, my apologies. I don't want to put death on somebody, but whoever the family member or the loved one was, yeah, so just wanted to actually kind of start it out with the, okay, there we go, the JC GoFundMe. I don't know if there's one for the Miss Lisa one, but nonetheless, I'll see if we can post that on Instagram or something like that later.
They have the link right there.
Okay, there's a link right there if anybody's interested in donating. In addition to that, as always, it's great to see you all. Just want to do a couple of announcements really quickly. Don't have many. I did see that C3 and Beretta Blaze have announced that they are doing a 2-on-2. I think the last show was like, what's going on? Are they rebattling? Are they teaming up? So on and so forth. So it's been revealed that they're doing an actual 2-on-2, and the name is God Mode. God Mode. Curious about, you know, how the name came about. You know, I know people probably would have thought they would have went with like 3 Blaze or C Beretta. I don't know. You know, people, the Jazzo and the E40 type thing, just merging names. In addition to that, a few battles that are actually taking place. One this upcoming Saturday, the 28th of August, 7 p.m., $30 admission. This is from the Rap Committee Presents Armageddon. A couple of the battles, if I screw up your name, my apologies. Money Mitch versus Hoodlum, Never Told. Larry Bull versus T.I.D. Glow. Dylan 5X versus Prophecy. Prophecy. Oh, okay. All right. Gamble versus Pacemaker. J. Lopez versus C. Still. C3 versus Verse to God. Street Hymns versus Anubis. I'm going to mess that up, and I shouldn't. Ty Law versus Sneezy Bo. And then we have the headlining Ill Will versus Ill Will versus LL Cool G, and the Saga versus King. And this is taking place, as stated before, this Saturday, Cleveland, Ohio. Captivate, 2049 East 8th Street. 7 p.m., $30 admission. Nice and affordable. Get your tickets. In addition to that, Step Your Ink game has SummerSlam 2K21 Reloaded. This is taking place Saturday the 28th, 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Battle start at 6 p.m. It costs $25 to get in. Let's see. Y'all waited too late. $15 tickets until August 15th. God damn it. This is at Tansboro Hideaway, 377 Tansboro Road, Berlin, New Jersey. Once again, apologies if I mess up your. I'm gonna try not to curse this show if I mess up your names. The 2 versus 2 tournament. Let's see. A&R Rocky and Cash Sinatra versus B Goon and Fresh Peter Don. The Rock. The Pack. A1 and Lead versus Yo White and TD Berry. LOD. Oh, okay. A&R is Rocky and Cash Sinatra. That's their name. Gotcha. I should go back and do it over, but I'm a B-Goon and Fresh Peter Don are The Rock. And the next battle is The Pack, which is A1 and Lead versus Yo White and TD Berry, which is LOD. J Rush versus Nate Ill. Ozzy versus Fats. Revenue versus Ralph Bucky. Preach versus J Dev. Viz the Outlaw versus Selly Cell. Hostile Black versus King Blizzy. Jersey the Goat versus Taz the Animal. Arson Ave versus Inferno Dash. CeeLo versus Hollywood Clay. Cash Capone versus JB Dot. And we also have E-Ness versus E-Heart. Amazing D-Boy versus Prez Mafia. And Sick Witted versus B.O.B. Gotcha. You want to hit me with that link? Oh, you already did it?
It's on the chat.
No,
Everything.
for this.
Oh
him.
shit, I ain't do it yet. My bad.
Gotcha.
Okay. Give me one.
So y'all got AC in there, Nomad? Yeah, why you hear it? Oh, damn. Another one? Condolences for Lady Caution's dad? Wow, didn't know that. Sorry to hear that as well.
Lady Caution lost her father?
That's what Armin said, which is really sad. It's like 3 deaths kind of back to back. Really unfortunate. Yes, Tim Wilson. If anybody's in the chat right now, y'all go ahead and hit the actual like button. I need a swear jar. I know. Yeah. I'm working on it.
So you need a swear jar?
Yeah, I do curse a lot. I'm trying not to. I was told something about with YouTube, it's not good if you curse because I don't know. So, you sent it to me? What, oh, you. I didn't know what that was going across the screen. All right. Heart is the GOAT. E-Heart will battle anybody. Yeah, Heart always stays. As long as you got that bread, it's on and popping. And I'm tired. Yeah, forgive me. As always, though, it's good to see all of y'all in the chat. Slim Diesel, Chris with the K, Jay Cruz. Hopefully we get some NHB announcements kind of coming in soon, too. Keep it 100. Amber, Tim Wilson, Dutch to Don, NYC, Miss Mo, Tony Jordan. Let's see. Wu Zuda, if I'm saying that correctly. Chucky, Mr. 16 Bars 1, Durin the Destroyer, Red, Kashim Monet, Sandy Sarsi. Get the lashes off the camera. Lashes. I love the new Expression products support. I haven't tried them. I actually was supposed to do like a quick little blurb with her in regards to the whole teeth whitening thing. We'll look into it. I did kind of tell her I wanted to get my shit corrected first. She probably thought that like I was jacked up. I just meant I would want a cleaning before I did whitening. Not that I need a cleaning. I want a cleaning. But yeah, Slim Diesel, shout out to Miss Miami's 3-0. My weekend was, I don't remember it. Keep it 100. How was yours? That I really don't remember. RC, tell Uncle Rod to drop the NHB card for the chat. Her kit definitely works. That's what's up. Maybe we'll look into getting that happening. We'll look into getting Nunu up here to actually speak on the teeth whitening. I had a bunch of questions regarding it, like what got you into it, so on and so forth. I shut up in case somebody tries to take my idea, but
You got the link, right?
yeah, I sent it to him. I'm coming, everybody. Yeah, let's see. Anybody, let's put, while we're waiting on the Saga to come through, let me know, NHB, who are we thinking is on the card? What battles do we think are actually on the card? It's August 25th. NHB is taking place when? Like 9/12, 9/13, something like that. I thought it was going to be the 11th, but I wasn't sure. Gotcha. Taking place 9/11. Who do we think is going to be on that card? Who do we want to see on the card?
Good question.
Every now and then I come with a good question. Every now and then. I think somebody's.
Somebody what?
I was gonna say somebody's like rubbing off on me, like giving me good ideas, but
Probably me.
no, it wasn't. It was somebody.
Did you literally
It
not
was
wanna give
no.
me
No.
that?
It was somebody else, but you would have gotten a joke, but I won't say it on air. Armand Farrah versus anyone. I'm excited. I mean, nah, that's that's my Farrah impression. Nah, that's dope that she's actually more so kind of making a return. Goddamn Jones, Chrissy versus Miami. Okay,
That actually might be crazy.
Chrissy versus Miami.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Couture versus somebody. At this point, anybody. RC, huh? Just somebody. Okay. Who else? Who else do we want to see on this card? Any battles that were supposed to happen that didn't happen that we actually want to see take place? Give it to me. Firm believer.
Sorry, man. Anytime the word battle rap is around anywhere.
That was a pause moment.
No, but you know,
I hear you, but the joke would have fit, so I
trust
get
me,
it.
man, I
Yeah.
get paused on some shit like
Yeah.
word, nigga.
I'm hungry. Pause.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, pause. I gotta be specific. I'm hungry for food. What else you fucking hungry for, nigga?
I want to see Marasha, says Miss Mo. RC Couture is the reason why we are here, but I'll take the other matches also.
Hustle versus Coffee, we'll probably never see that shit.
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know, but
Right, I hear what you're saying.
okay, here we go.
He's in.
I'll bring a man home up.
Got a headache too. I had like Taco Bell earlier, which I shouldn't have. All that sodium.
We lit.
Gotcha. Can you hear us, the Saga?
Yeah, I hear you.
Gotcha. First and foremost, thank you for taking the time to do the show. I know it's been a lot of scheduling, going back and forth.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, man, you know I love you, brother, but I'm like in the middle of some shit. I would sit in, but I gotta get out of here. But otherwise, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just playing catch up with life right now. Just running around, trying to, get this whole husband thing under control. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I forgot to
figure that
tell
out.
you, man, I appreciate the invite to the wedding. It was really appreciated.
Oh, man.
I thought it was dope. I said, damn, Saga invited me to his wedding.
Well, I was actually gonna
Like,
say I
that's
think mine
fire.
got lost in the mail, and I blame the post office, in terms of my invite.
You know
But
what? I would say bring it up to your local post office that they might.
I am.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They
I'ma
might
write a
got
letter.
lost in the-
Mm-hmm.
He was
Hey,
probably looking on Sunday.
Hey, you home in Jersey now, right?
You live in Jersey?
Yeah.
Where? If you the city. I mean, I don't need your address.
And I'm in
I wouldn't even say that.
I'm in West New York.
Oh yeah, house
Oh,
give it a
okay.
jump. All right, I hit you, man. Slide through, brother. Let's chop it up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Do it.
so, yeah. You do the interview with Nomad tonight, man. I'll hit you later on and try to figure. Well, I got to go to North Carolina this weekend, but we could definitely try to link up if you that close.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's do it, man.
Because now you're the third best horseman. You used to be the first, then A Ward took over, and now Loso is fucking riding high.
Hey, man. At the end of the day, the squad. I think overall we're just the best team in battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at you. If that's how you feel, or y'all motherfuckers kicking up dust, so, shout out to the horsemen.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So I'm out, man. I love you, brother. I'm going to talk to you soon.
Love you too, bro.
It's an AO pause out. Gotcha. So yeah, once again, what I'm saying, definitely congrats, on the wedding, the honeymoon, all that good stuff. What made you want to get married? Not saying in a bad way, but
What made me want to get married?
yeah.
I finally met somebody that challenges and changes me for the better, and I want to, make a lifetime commitment to growing with that person together.
Gotcha. Okay. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but I know marriage. Some people are anti. For it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So one of the main reasons as to why I actually wanted to make this happen, with you being a lot of things, with you being an artist, battle rapper, you sing, what I'm saying, so on and so forth. I know that a lot of times people bring up their religion aspect, and I've always just kind of thought, in terms of like battle rap and religion, like how that goes into play. Is there any hypocrisy, backlash, so on and so forth. So I just wanted to kind of tackle into a little bit of that. We'll get into a little bit of you as an artist as well, just like a few things, if that makes any sense. So you actually more so, and this is gonna kind of go off the top, so my apologies if things go everywhere. You more so decided to, some years ago, devote your life to Christianity. Is there a reason why you chose Christianity as opposed to any other religion, or?
I would just say more so. I grew up in a Christian household, but I didn't fully give my life over to Christ and decided to really, take this walk serious till 18. That came with study, that came with understanding and obviously through seeking counsel through like pastors, youth leaders, and whatnot. And it felt as though like this is something that I can subscribe to. It seems, for me, I stand by it as it being the absolute truth. And it all kind of came together at like 18.
Gotcha. It seems as if though some people are saying that they can't hear you.
Okay.
Is your volume?
Wait. Should I move in? Maybe I should move the mic or something.
Let me know.
Can you hear me now?
Can y'all hear him now? Is it good now?
Good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
No, you good.
I'm a little tired. Sorry.
No, I'm tired too.
Should I speak louder or something? Is this? Let me see audio options. Man. Let me see. Maybe I'll put the sound settings or something. See if I can raise the volume over here.
Somebody, no problem. Now you're good.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Okay, let me raise the volume on the mic. All right, can you hear me better now? Is this good?
Good now?
Is it good? I turned up the input volume on the microphone.
Gotcha. Let me see what's being said.
Good. Should I speak a little louder?
Somebody says it sounds like your headphones are plugged in.
I don't really have any headphones in. This is a laptop. Should I get headphones? Would that work better?
We yeah, try the headphones and let's see if that works. RC said he can be heard well.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Don't apologize. You're still here, so that's all that matters. I'm still. See? Ah.
I'm not mad.
All right.
Well, maybe
These comments.
I don't know. This is not giving me the option to sync. Is there a way? Maybe if I speak a little louder, would there be a little clarity in that?
Did you just have them in a minute ago?
I had them in, but they weren't synced, so I was trying to.
Oh, dig it. Yeah, we look. We'll make it work. Let's just more so see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
I'll I'll be more intentional towards speaking a little louder, a little more clarity.
Okay, gotcha. I'll get a little teleprompter to go across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little louder.
Yeah, a little
You know,
closed caption.
got you.
So gotcha. So let me ask this first and foremost. What is the definition of being a Christian to you?
Oh, man. For me, a Christian is somebody who believes that Christ lived as the Son of Man, physical representation of the Son, and that He died for our sins, took all authority from the enemy, rose on the third day in order to give us salvation and everlasting life. So, being a Christian is to work as well as we can, because obviously we believe that Christ was a perfect man, to walk as best the road as we can to be like Christ. You know what I mean? So, with Him doing all this for us, as a Christian, I believe we should do what we can to be like Him. Obviously, we're flawed, we're man, we're shaped in iniquity, but just to be more like Christ. You know what I mean? And just try to, follow under what He's doing.
Gotcha. Okay. I asked that question only because I forget the conversation, but me and Rob were having a conversation a couple of shows back, and I think one of the things that we think of when we think of people, who turn to religion, and I think Ross said something along the lines of, I kind of hate, and I'll just kind of paraphrase it, more so like a Bible thumper in a way, like now that you found, Christ, you're now judging me based on everything, that I do. So when he made that statement, it was just kind of like I start thinking about people who do that in all aspects. There are some people who exercise, and the minute they start, like, what are you doing eating that burger? You should be eating a salad. And it's like, you're on day 2. Like, chill, you're on day 2. So, I guess when I just think of, when people think of people that practice religion, such as Christians and any other religion, it's unfortunate because they do get labeled as being more so a Bible thumper, but I don't think it's necessarily one of those things where you're pushing your beliefs down on a person. I think for some it's just so much good has happened to me, I want to pass on,
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I would say my mission in life, obviously, the Great Commission is to make disciples of all nations, you know what I mean? But I don't necessarily subscribe to the idea of, quote unquote, shoving Jesus down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't subscribe to that because, as a kid, right, you deal with situations where there's something that could be good for you, you know what I mean, like vegetables, something like that. But if your parents are more so forcing you to eat something you're not really into, it makes it so like, I don't want to experience this again. I don't want to deal with this in other aspects.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be somebody that shoves Jesus down your throat to the point where you can't receive the good intent of what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a universal language of pain that we all go through. And my job as a believer is not to just show you Christ through what I do, but through what He saved me from. I've been through so many things in my life. And instead of just saying, you need Jesus in your life, and you're going to hell, and this, that, and the third, all women can't wear jeans, and you eat a burger, brother. It's just like, I want to say, listen, bro, like, I've struggled the same way. I haven't been broke. I haven't got the $1 cheeseburgers from the bodega before. I've been struggling. My mom was raising 3 kids by herself. Father left. And this is what God has taken me from. This is what I believe God has rescued me from in these moments of trials and so many downfalls. I subscribe to the idea that God really helped me get through these situations, and I want to provide that same hope to those who may need an answer, who may need that same hope in the midst of their downfalls and their trials.
Gotcha. And with that, as you stated, is patience needed? And what I mean by that is, I think a lot of times, I think things will happen and a person will say, well, like, why is God putting me through this? Like, I've given my all, I've dedicated my time to you, but I'm still not you know, here, or this is still happening, my lights are still getting cut, whatever it may be. So is patience needed, and is it okay to, you know, I guess question said higher power or why things may not be happening?
Man, questioning is natural to man. You know, we don't have all the answers. We don't know everything, right? So when things don't go our way, we have this thing to where we'll question. Like I've done it before. You know what I mean? In my walk, I've done it thousands of times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying I did it years ago. I'm talking about it could have been a month ago.
Right,
I
right.
questioned God. It's a natural thing as men because we don't have control over everything. What I have to realize is that I serve someone who I believe is in control.
Mm-hmm.
But in the grand scheme of it, to answer your question, yes, patience is very much so needed in the walk, in the journey, in your life. I think we've gotten to a space where if we don't get it now, if we don't receive an answer at this point in time, it's not going to happen. And I've seen things to where like, no, Lewis, you weren't supposed to get it then because I was building you up in these aspects to get it here.
Mm.
And that's just my thing. Like I don't want to, you know, throw too much Bible at people, but the story of Job, you know what I mean? He's literally lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He lost livestock. He lost his kids. You know what I mean? On top of everything going on, his wife is telling him, bro, just like, damn yourself and go to hell, bro. Just curse God out and go to hell, bro. You're dealing with too much in life. Your wife is telling you this, right?
Right.
And he's sitting here as patient as can be, saying, I'm choosing to trust God. I'm choosing to see that there's a greater result than what I'm dealing with now. And in return, after dealing with that struggle and him remaining patient, he was blessed with everything beyond his measure.
Mm.
And I think that's important. You know, in any aspect of life, patience to see something through will always be a facet to use, and it's very valuable. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Gotcha. With turning to Christianity and with anything, you know, there's always like there's sacrifice in some ways, but and you don't have to go into like you know, all the details, but what were some of the, I guess, unhealthy habits or you know, whatever it may be that you had to actually kind of change, whether it be people, whatever it may be that you had to leave behind in order to walk this path?
Man, I think you kind of touched on one on the way to the end of the question, man. Leaving certain people, you know. I always believe that, you know, if I've been friends with somebody for X amount of years, then I should see it through to where we're friends forever. And I had to learn that certain things are seasonal for change to happen. You know what I mean? Like this friend can be a friend for this season, but that's for you to learn something and grow from that. People, I'm talking about certain habits I had, the way I used to think of myself. You know, I had to practice so many different, I had to sacrifice the way I thought of myself for so long. You know what I mean? Literally a mental thing where like I had, listen, I can't be here anymore. This is a seasonal moment. I have to grow from this. These people, I was able to grow with them at a time and place, but with where God is taking me now, I realize the more we're growing apart. You know what I mean? I have to just be able to let that thing go. That came with friends. That came with family members, honestly. A lot of family members. I realized, yeah, listen, your family, I love you, but I can't be attached to you knowing where God is trying to take me because I feel like this is a situation or a circumstance that may hold me back. And these are hard things because you're thinking about people you love, you care about, or situations that you're so used to, that you're accustomed to, that you find familiar, like you find comfort in. It's like, all right, well, change is not meant to be comfortable. You know what I mean? Change is meant to be comfortable. Like I'm not supposed to just be in this place stagnant and expect for things to better themselves. So you got to cut out the weeds. You got to cut out the certain friends that just don't benefit you the way you feel like you need to, you know, you benefit from. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Were people understanding of that?
Some were. I think it's just based off of, you know, who I was talking to at the time. Some became very emotional. Some became very bitter. Some understood because they know my heart. You know what I mean? I think just having that conversation with certain people, they were upset because they felt like I was outgrowing them and I didn't need them. And some were just like, I get it, you know, you're in a different path of your life, and I respect that. You know, you do what you feel is best for you. But you know, it's always gonna come with a mixed like type of review.
Right.
And be depending on who you're talking to.
Right.
But it's been a difficult process, man, because I'm a person that cares for people. So when I love somebody, I love hard.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, God is like, listen, I appreciate that about you. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Love hard, but don't love long in these situations because I have something better for you as you continue to grow and develop in your walk. So.
Gotcha. And I asked that because, of course I can think of a person, like you said, going on to, I guess, greener pastures or whatever it may be, a better path or better calling, and having to leave certain people behind. And it hasn't happened to me yet, but I could just only imagine being like on the other end, the person's like, yeah, I'm trying to get my life together. Oh, great. And then it's like, yeah, well, that means, we may not, what I'm saying, like, chill, you didn't make the cut, you lead your life or something, you're sinning,
Now she didn't make the cut, man.
Right.
It's stuff like, man, listen, I feel like there's something pulling at my heart in regards to just like where I should be or a direction I need to go. And like there's always been an opportunity to try to bring them along, even though that wasn't what I was called to do. I just want to bring people with me. Like, listen, you can take this journey with me, man, but like just so you know that there's gonna be some dynamics about this relationship that change because of where I'm maturing, and where I'm growing or where I'm going to, you know what I mean? So you won't be able to kick it the same way.
Right.
We may not be at the same spots anymore. You know what I mean? Because I'm just in a different headspace. You can come with me if you like, but at the same time, I just know where I need to go for the betterment of myself.
Gotcha.
I mean? So, it's always been it's a sticky situation because you're like, damn, man, like. I didn't make, like you said, I didn't make the cut. I'm not to be your friend. It's like, no, you were a great friend. You I appreciate everything I've been able to learn with and from you. But like, I'm growing and I'm realizing that I need to go. I may not be able to take you with me.
Gotcha. Or maybe there's a possibility where it's like I may not be able to take you with me just based on where you are now. But, maybe in the future, you change or whatever, our paths may cross again. It's not, I'm assuming for everybody, the door is not always permanently shut. Right. Gotcha. Okay. Definitely makes sense.
My thing is I never want to cut people off to where, like, we can never talk again. You never have access to me again. But with where I'm at now, I need to grow on my own. I need to go on my own. And when I feel like I'm in a space where I can, like you're in a different world or in a different time, in a different space where I've matured and grown and what God has called me to in that season, I can then look back and extend the arm like, hey, bro, like, I'm through. Like, or if I see you, it's always going to be that love. But there's certain things where God is calling me to alone that I need to, let some people just stay back. So, so God says otherwise.
Gotcha. I kind of feel like just in terms of, when people think of battle rap and they think of more so like Christian rappers, I'm starting to see a lot more now. But, many have actually stated that you were like, the, first, per se. Do you see yourself as like, do you look back and be like, I'm proud that I did what I did because now other people can walk? Do you see yourself as like a historian or a trailblazer? I crawled so you can walk sort of thing.
Yeah, I do, but it took me a while to appreciate that. It took me a while to appreciate certain doors that God allowed me to open. At first, I was just more so just like, man, keep your head down and work. Don't worry about nothing. You just in here, do your thing. You know what I mean? I was grateful for the opportunity when I first started. You know what I mean? Like, I got to Smack, and I was the first Christian battle rapper there, and kind of just like, I was thinking, man, I just want to put in the best work I possibly can. I just want to just stay on my grind. But then, from going to looking down and working to looking up, and then I turn around and there's like a movement now. It's like, you know, around that same window of time when I keep the door open, around that same time, Street Hymns emerged, then A Ward emerged, and Loso emerged, and then people saw this collective, this unit, and then others saw that and said, I want a Christian battle rap. There's Christian battle rappers in South Africa now. There's Christian rappers in New York, in Miami, and all these different places. Now it's like, it's something that I'm always appreciative to say that I played a major part in. It took a while because I didn't want to, I don't know, it felt weird. I felt like, oh man, you're a trailblazer, you're a pioneer. It just sounded like, damn, it seemed like I'm old, bro. Like, it just sounds old to me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, hey, I've been only doing this like 7 years, bro. But then I look back at what God has been able to do in that small window of time. Like, I can say, man, like, I've been used to do something that's bigger than myself. You know what I mean? And I find joy in that. I find joy in knowing that, you know, there were plenty of Christians like me before I became a battle rapper that enjoyed battle rap, right? But it was small talks that they could have in church because the church didn't really like rap.
Right.
You know what I mean? The church itself didn't like Christian rap. Some churches still don't. They think it's of the devil.
Right.
Right? So you think of Christian battle rap, it's like, oh man, these niggas are Satan filled. They're just like, it became a thing. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Like, to kind of just open up that door, and then the conversations are the size of relief from people like, oh man, I love battle rap, bro. I'm glad somebody like me is up there doing it because now I can support that. Whatever he needs help in, whatever I can do, I want to champion that and support it and back that. So
Gotcha.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Gotcha. And I like that you said that because once again, I kind of feel that people feel when you are said Christian or, you know, whatever, that you kind of have to walk this straight, narrow path where this girl once said to me, being a Christian is not just, you know, she said in terms of women wearing long skirts and just saying like hallelujah after every sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much more, and you're allowed to do, you know, other things. We're human, but it's just more so who you're choosing to serve.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Were you fearful in terms of like, you know, especially within this sport, you know what I'm saying? Like letting people know that you've turned to, you know, like Christ?
So I've been a believer longer than I've been battle rapping. But I've always had this love for battle rap since like 6th grade, man. So, you know, kind of came up admiring battle rap. I knew that I wanted to eventually dive into it with my own personal, like me personally, before I felt like God called me to it, I always wanted to try it. But I was always fearful of the reception I would get because I didn't want to go in there and be something I'm not. I didn't want to go in there and pose as something that I didn't understand. And I'm like, man, I don't want to go in there and rap about Jesus and they don't get it because a lot of people think they hear the words. It like to those ignorant to the movement or the subgenre of Christian hip hop, we have a lot of heavy hitters there. Like to those who hear Christian rap, they'll be like, oh man, these are the kind of guys that do stuff like, and Jesus is gonna save your life, and like, you know what I mean? I'm not here to about that.
No praise dance.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be the person that like I didn't know how to translate that into battle rap. So 2011 I started battle rapping in my college, and 3 years later when I got to URL, that's when it kind of hit me like, okay, I have a few battles under my belt, but this is the bigger stage. This is the NBA of battle rap. This is where opinions are really gonna stick. So like, man, like, am I ready for this kind of reception, whether good or bad? And you know, I went up there, battled Black Mugga, my Proving Grounds battle, and people were pretty accepting of it. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, okay, you guys like me. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I was definitely scared, you know what I mean, of what people would think of that, because it's like, you know, Christian battle rap. What the hell is that? What are you talking about?
Right.
I was a Christian battle rap. How does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what are some of the ways for anybody that, like you said, doesn't know how that makes sense? When you write, what are some things that you don't put in, said rhymes as opposed to the other, or another traditional battle rapper to kind of keep in line with like, who you are as a person now?
Man, I think naturally, as a believer, I have a different set of morals and standards I'm willing to go by in what I write in my material. For certain battlers, it's anything goes. This is just beyond, I'm trying to beat you in a round. This is beyond, I'm trying to win the battle. They'll go beyond that to use something that may damage a person in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Or put them in a compromising situation outside of the means of what you're here to do.
Right.
And I think as a believer, I never wanted to take it to where I damaged somebody's life, but I wanted to break past this bravado that they're putting on stage and speak to the person directly. So that way you're more so receiving something. Yeah, I'm rapping to you,
mm-hmm.
but there's a conversation that can be had afterwards where you can actually gain something from what I've learned and studying or writing. I'm not here to just diminish somebody's character and then say something extremely wild that can get them fired of their job, that can ruin their household, their relationships. This is more so, okay, this is the lyrical combat. This is lyrical combat. This is battle rap. But at the same time, I have something for the man that these people don't see. You know what I mean? Like, people go up there with this facade, this character, and cool, we're going to battle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to speak beyond the mask to the person behind that and leave something substantial. So I try not to put myself in a situation where I'm using information or angles or ideas that hurt the person beyond me trying to help them afterwards.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I think a lot of times too, people kind of come at you with the. I feel like with some people when they battle rap, there are certain angles that people will they know firsthand. I know what you're gonna come with. I know you're gonna come with this. I know you're gonna come with that. When they come with things such as like the religious aspect, is it more so like, I'm gonna give you 0 points for lack of like creativity and originality, or like does it work in your favor because it's like I know where you're going, so I'm already prepared with what you're going to deliver?
Yeah, I think what I've learned in this culture is when you hear the same angle over and over and over again for 7 years,
mm-hmm.
you start to give points to those who say it a different way. You know what I mean? If you're gonna paint a picture, okay, I know what you're gonna do here. You're gonna paint the same picture to where like, okay, this is a park. You're gonna put a swing here. You're gonna put a slide there. I know what you're gonna do. But if you're able to add certain things to this painting that people are already gonna present, to where like, okay, you put a lake right there. Okay. Lake, it's nice. You put 2 old people on a bench right there. Okay. All right. Because you get tired of seeing the same repetitive angles, but those who are able to paint the picture a little bit better, or sometimes it's just like the narratives are false, but I applaud the fact that you're taking a risk to give me something different. It's like, okay, I'll do it. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
But you give points to those who stand out with how they were, right?
Gotcha. And one of the things I think that you mentioned earlier, just in terms of like, in churches, Christian rap is more so, seen as like, that's not what you do and that's not what you're supposed to listen to. But I do think it's a great way to, personally to connect with the youth. There's definitely levels, to everything. But I think it's a great way to connect. Has this sport and you participating in said battle rap, has this allowed you to be able to, maybe connect with more youth within the church, outside of the churches, so on and so forth?
Absolutely. Before this, and even to this day, like I'm a youth leader, youth pastor at my church. I've worked in the Department of Education in New York for over 5 years. My heart is towards seeing young lives change. You know what I mean? That's something that I wish I had growing up. So I feel like one thing that I'm passionate about is giving people that opportunity to experience things differently and allowing that to change their life for the better. So with battle rap, I've seen so many things happen to where I'll never forget. I battled Shotgun Suge at Rookies vs. Vets, and a woman walked up to me right after the battle, and she was so excited, and she was like, "Listen, I just want to let you know, like, I'm not a believer. You know, I don't believe in God,
Right.
but my baby father does, and my son does. So he was watching battles with me one time, and he was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." So she thinks to herself, "Oh, you think that's cool? Let me show you this Christian rapper that his name is the Saga." So she's showing him battles of me versus Black Mugga or some of my older stuff at that time, and she said the way his eyes lit up and the way he went to school the next day, pulled up on YouTube the Saga verses, and showing people, "Hey, look, guys, like, if he can do this and still be Christian, I can do anything myself." Like, and that really, like, that moment stuck with me when she told me that, because it gave me that satisfaction, that knowing that I'm not just doing this for those who appreciate the bars and the triple entendres and the metaphors, but it opens a door to those who are younger, who want to see somebody like them on a platform where they're not as celebrated or championed. And it's like, man, like, I wanted to stand as that beacon of hope for those who just, like, who need that. Like, I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
I hear you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, this, the amount of detention centers I've gone to, speaking about battle rap, and seeing their eyes light up when I say, "Oh yeah, I battled people like Charlie Clips." Battle Charlie Clips, how did it go? When you're talking to kids at youth conferences, and you're bringing up people like, "Oh yeah, you know, Charlie Clips and fully conceited." Wilding out? Are you serious? Are you guys cool? I don't believe you. And it's like having that opportunity to take them somewhere where they're already familiar with, and saying, like, "Listen, like, I moved in these same realms, and I'm here to bring that change." It gives them a hope, like, dang, man, if he can do it and be around these people, then maybe I can do stuff and affect people where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I mean, I'm truly grateful for that.
Nice. And you said you're a youth pastor. What exactly is a youth pastor? I mean, it's explanatory, but for anybody that doesn't know.
Yeah. So, a youth pastor is one that oversees, I want to say, my age group is gone from about 12 to 18, roughly around 12 to 18. We have Friday night services where me and another woman named Crystal, she's also a youth pastor, we come together. We have Friday services like you would have on Sunday before the youth. Things that words that are more so catered to the young people. We'll have special guests. We kind of plan events, go to conferences, or we'll go on retreats. And just making it more appealing to the younger people, because sometimes it's hard for them to connect to the idea of Sunday service sometimes.
Right.
So we try to make it to where, like, okay, we're going to give you the gospel in a different aspect, to where, like, you gain interest in wanting to read the Bible a little bit more. Or you have questions that maybe some churches don't want to answer for you. You know what I mean? Because they feel like, it's like those questions like, yo, like, how do you pray? Like, certain churches will look at you like, how do you pray? What do you mean? and we stand in the need as those people to say, okay, well, you know, I guess let's go with this. Let's okay. Try this out with me one time, and we go over
Gotcha.
things. So it's like, you know, just kind of bringing it down for the younger people to prepare them for the Sunday services, and that they grow in their faith.
Gotcha. Is it hard to, I guess, retain that age group? Like you said, on a Friday evening, you know, is it challenging?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But, you know, luckily I'm not just a youth leader. You know, I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. So there's ways, like, through music, and there's ways through. I'm old. I'm 30 years old, right?
That's not old.
You know, like, I think I'm still pretty hip. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes.
You know? I don't want to where like I can still be relatable enough to bring them to an understanding where like listen, I'm not some old guy in a suit that's gonna just point a finger down at you and tell you to get like me. I'm gonna meet you where you are, and we're gonna take this walk together. So it's worked out. It's oh man, it's strenuous sometimes, but
Right.
it's worth it to see them. Yeah, you see the level of progression with every young person on a Friday service. You know what I mean? People that are speaking out more, people that are doing open prayers for the service before or close it out, people that are read the word of the night. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see them grow in their faith and to say you played a part in making sure that they stayed on the straight and narrow.
Gotcha. And just curious, in between 12 and 18 and youth pastor, what are some of the, I guess, topics that come up? And has there ever been anything where you're like, oof, I don't know if I want to touch that, or maybe you should talk to somebody else or anything like that?
I mean, like, you know, with 12 to 18 being such a wide gap, and there's so much maturing in that time, you have to break up certain groups for certain conversations.
Understandable.
You know what I'm saying? You have things that are universal for the group, and then you have to break up into groups in regards to like, okay, all right, guys, let's talk about sex. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then for the 12-year-olds, like, what? Sex? But it's like the 16 to 18, it's like, oh yeah, please, we're talking.
Right.
I got some questions, brother.
Right.
So like, it included it, like, whoa, bro, like you came prepared. Like, relax. Like, it's like, you got to break up the people to have certain conversations like sex, right? You got to answer certain conversations like, okay, are certain sins wrong? You know what I'm saying? You got to have the generalized conversation that all sins are wrong. Right? But you know, it's about like learning to, if you made a mistake, repenting from it, not going back to it. That's the ideal that's the ideal of full repentance. It's not repenting, go back to the sins. So like just having that generalized conversation, sex, drugs, alcohol. I think we most recently had a conversation on mental illness, which was I think it's needed in this time. You know what I mean? Needed now more in this time than it was in my time when I was like that age. But yeah, man, just breaking down stuff based off of like, and it's like we're giving it to them from a fresh perspective because, like I said, we're not that 60-year-old pastor in a suit telling you what's wrong and shame the devil, blah blah blah. No,
Right.
I'm like, listen, bro, like I'm not here to make you feel bad about it. I'm here to let you know that this is wrong, but here's how you go about it. I've dealt with the same thing. I've struggled with sexual sin. I've struggled with certain things like this. I'm not here to bash you because you're still growing. You need that grace. But you know, you have those conversations like that, man, and it's just crazy. It's crazy, man.
Right. And you said that it was needed. It's needed more now, as far as like the mental health, I guess, assistance, as opposed to when you were younger. Why do you say that?
I think a lot of people weren't, and in my time, like when I was that age, a lot of people weren't vocal on their mental state as much. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of brushed off, which is, you know, it's not to put fault on any parents or anything. You know, we're being raised from a different generation, and they're passing that down. So when we're trying to figure out what's going on in our heads, why we feel a certain way, why do I feel so down, not translating it to depression or what type of depression it is, like certain people just say get over it. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, just get over it, like don't, you know. And we were not really taught to speak on our emotions too much. Like as a boy, you know, you kind of had that thing where like, yo, get over it, you're a boy. Like boys don't cry, boys don't this, that, and the third. And I feel like now we're in a space where that mental health conversation matters because you have a lot of these young kids in this generation that are so lost and they're like resorting to drugs and all these weird drugs, man, to kind of suppress how they feel.
Right.
But we gotta open up the conversation. We gotta open up that, you know what I mean, that Pandora's box with this situation in regards to saying, listen, I know you've been feeling with this. This is what's deemed like, yo, like chronic depression, bro.
Right.
And this is this, that, and the third. But I think now it's time to really have those conversations with the young people so that they can internalize, okay, I now understand what this is. Now let me seek the help that's necessary. Because we're not going to have all the answers as youth leaders. We can tell you pray, but that doesn't mean you don't need therapy. You know, we're here to just help you find the best solution. But in order for us to find that best solution, we need to have that heart-to-heart conversation about what's going on, how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So.
Gotcha. Nice. And I like that you kind of broke those two up, because I kind of feel like a lot of times people tend to neglect the therapy portion. And, you know, like you said, they're two separate, you know what I'm saying, components or whatever. They can work with one another, but it's definitely, you know, so that's great that you broke that up. Yeah. So when you're dealing with, I guess, said youth, and we'll get to some other things in a minute, but is there ever any backlash from like the elders or other members of the church who may find out what you are or what you do, or, you know, that sort of thing?
Man, no, actually, like dealing with churches, like the church that I came up in, my grandfather was the pastor of, and when he passed away, my aunt became the pastor. My mom was the worship leader for over 20 years. It's a very family-oriented church, and they championed me being a light in this dark place for since I started. If any backlash I felt was maybe from other churches who didn't understand the mission per se, but for the most part, my church has truly supported and backed me, you know, in every step of the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might, sometimes they'll pray for me depending on the day, or if it's a Saturday leading into a Sunday or whatever, or if that was on a Friday or whatever. They'll pray for me the week before in front of the church. Like, they'll bring me up to the altar, they'll pray for me, laying hands, like, okay, God, I just pray you have your way in this situation. Not saying I win, because that's just, that's more, you know what I mean? God, we pray that he just smoked somebody.
Right.
You know? We pray that, you know, my bars come to remembrance, that, like, I remember that to just be still and acknowledge that he is God, and just understand that, like, yo, this is just, fear is not of you. It's perfect love expels all fear. Like, just go in there confident, knowing that God got you. And yeah, man, like my church has supported that.
Gotcha. Do me a favor, because it looks like you're froze on this screen. Go to, like, if you were going to, like, a different window, and then try to come back in. Because I just wanted, sometimes, like, I know when I had Boogie Blue up here, okay, perfect, and then come back. Okay, great. There we go. Okay, gotcha. Because I want to, you know, to make sure that people definitely see you, per se. So not too long ago, I guess I came across you had a performance coming up. My memory works when it wants to, so I don't remember if it passed or if it's coming up, but it's summer. What's the name of it?
Summerfest?
There we go. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Gotcha. Now, it's in September, no? Or did it pass?
Unfortunately, unfortunately, got pushed back. The spike in COVID cases in Los Angeles has been a little wild out there, which is really unfortunate, because it was supposed to happen last year. And, you know, we just got hit with COVID.
Right.
So they pushed it to this year, and now, you know, we have the new Delta variant.
Yeah.
You know, and some people just still have COVID-19. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still pretty much out there.
Yeah.
They pushed it to 2022. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still excited. I'm still having rehearsals and lining up that. So whenever the call is made to, you know, okay, listen, guys, we have a date that, you know, me and the band are definitely ready for that. But yeah, I'm still as excited, you know, because it's a big moment, you know. Summerfest is the first ever Christian hip hop festival dedicated to Christian hip hop, and it's not just like a tent in the back of a church. You know, it's literally the Bank of Los Angeles, which is a stadium, soccer stadium. You know what I mean? So I think it's amazing.
Gotcha. So yeah, you know, if anything, you know, this just gives you time, I guess, to perfect said performances. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a better, greater, you know, show, per se. Yeah. So.
And it gives me time to work on the album. So it gives me time to finish up the album.
Gotcha. About how or how complete is the album per se?
I want to say the album is like roughly around like 85% done. I think we're just in the mixing process. Me and the engineer just going back and forth on a few mixes, and everything is done vocally. Everything's recorded, so we're just sitting in the lab, just tweaking certain sounds or experimenting different plugins, and just trying to figure out how to bring that sound to life a little bit more. But yeah, man, I've been sitting on this project for so long. I just can't wait to drop it. So, you know, prayerfully, it's out before the end of the year. You know, I have singles ready to go, mastered, artwork, everything. But I don't want to drop anything until I know that the rest of my ducks are in a row.
Gotcha. Understandable. Come out and then come back in again because it froze. Technology, it just happens. For anybody that's not familiar with, like, I guess, famous or well-known Christian rappers, name a few, I guess, you know, so people can kind of go and do their homework and be introduced to something new.
Man, there's people like Lecrae, who is like literally the top dog of Christian hip hop, literally like the Jay-Z of Christian hip hop. You have people like Andy Mineo. You have people like KB, which is just 2 letters, KB, phenomenal rapper. You have people like Angie Rose, female rapper, incredible. Yeah, myself. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know, there's so many great people, man, and so many great artists, different styles. Artists named Wande, female rapper. What Up RG, he's another dope artist. Yeah, man, it's like, it's really dope, and it's like, you know, you're not gonna get the same sound from everybody, so there's something for everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
There's certain sounds I made. Oh, I like this sound. I may not be a fan of this, but he's dope. Or let me find his album. You realize he has a whole discography of work. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, Lecrae, KB, Andy Mineo, Wande, Angie Rose. Man, that's so many names. Celis Hamilton, Swoop, Christian Gray, so many like great artists in the faith, man. So it's exciting.
Gotcha.
Like
Gotcha. And with your project, what can one expect from this project? Like, what's the sound? What are we going for? That sort of thing.
Man, I feel like people need to get a good idea of who I am on the musical side with the melodies, man. So like, I've been a singer before I was a rapper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, you know, you're gonna get a lot of melodies. You're gonna get some harmonies in there, but overall, it's like a very, I don't want to say ominous yet turn up. It's like a weird blend of just like, dang, that beat is hard, but them chords are kind of crazy. It seems like a horror movie made with some harmony. It's like, it's really crazy. And I'm just showing off the vocals, man. Just showing people that, you know, I'm rapping on the project as well. You know, obviously, you know, I'm a battle rapper. That's what you know me for. So I got to bring it to that rap space. But a lot of where my heart is at is in these melodies and singing and showing people what I can do in that aspect. So you're gonna get the best of both worlds with the rap and the singing.
Gotcha. And I wonder if, you know, in your case, if this is an advantage or disadvantage, but when I think of, I remember, you know, Coco from the group SWV kind of stating that when she kind of transitioned into gospel, although she started in gospel as a kid, but a lot of people more so, you know, she got big, you know what I'm saying, for like R&B and things like that. And a lot of the, I guess, community or the church folks, so on and so forth, they kind of look down on her because of the music that she's kind of, you know, done in the past. And I wonder, with yourself, do you feel like this would be an issue if somebody looks at, oh, he's a battle rapper, he's on stage with them and they cussing and this and that, I'm not you know, are you, do you feel like that would happen or not with you? Because I don't know. Go ahead.
I mean, I think there's gonna be some people that see what I do in battle rap and say, oh man, like we can't expect anything good from him musically, to where like we we can support this, or we're behind this, or you know what I mean. I think my job is to try to in this project particularly, it's titled As of Late. I want to be able to take people on this journey and blend both worlds. You know what I mean? I want to show the battle rap side, what my life is as of late, outside of battle rap. And I want to show those who know me on the music side how my life is as of late, dealing with the battle rap notoriety and what I deal with that. So, you know, it's definitely taking a risk because you don't know how people will support it or if they will support it. But, you know, I feel as though, like, there's going to be people that say, he's a battle rapper, I don't know if we can deal with this, or you see how he raps in battles, we can't support this. But there's going to be people that say, yes, I've been waiting for this. Like, yeah, I want to know more about your life outside of 3 rounds.
Right.
I want to know more about your life outside of these crazy room shakers and metaphors. Like, give us something that we can feel. In this project, you're going to definitely get to know the real me. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Go out and come back in. So that's one of the great things with this project. Like you stated, we get to know the real you. And to me, a lot of times, and there's nothing against, like, you know, media or anything like that, but sometimes I actually feel like I want to know the person. You know, I can have you up here and I can ask you, who would you do on a 2-on-2? Like, who would you battle? But, you know, like that, you know, like, I feel like there's so much about this person that we don't get to know. Let's pick their brain. Let's see how they think. You know, there's so much. And unfortunately for a lot of people, they're like, nah, I just want to know who's on your hit list. You know,
It's terrible, man. I get it because, you know, we're here for battle rap. You want to know what I'm gonna do in battle rap. There's so much more to offer, and I feel like that's been a downfall for a lot of, like, I guess, media platforms. You know, like, we think about just battle rap. There's so many great rappers in the culture who have such great music and great stories to tell. You said what now?
No, Uncle Rob was saying it's a battle rap media platform. He thought you were talking negative. That's what he gets for walking in and out. But you go ahead.
Tell Uncle Rob, shut the hell up.
He did say you got fire music, but go ahead. I digress.
Yeah, man, there's so many great rappers in this culture who have such fire music and great stories to tell that they may not be able to share on a 3-round battle. So I think we have to be more intentional as a culture to champion those who make great music. It's not just about battles. Yeah, we're battle rappers, but we're artists. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sue Surf, phenomenal music. Twerk, Lou Castro, Ryder, JC is really dope. Charlie Clips, DNA put on a new project. You know, myself, there's so many great rappers who make great. B-Dot is insane. His music is insane. But, like, there's so many great battle rappers who make great music that I feel like we need to just we need to champion them. You know?
Yo, do you think if I put together a concert with no battles, just maybe 1 or 2 songs from each artist that I put on the concert, but I won't pay y'all and I won't make no money, just to put it together so y'all could actually have a fucking battle rap concert? I don't think nobody's even caring about doing it. I would love to do it. I always said, even at a battle event, you know what I mean, they should have, like, one of y'all do a song or 2 before the fucking event. There's always downtime. You know what I mean? So why not fill that gap with y'all doing, like, performances? I went to DNA's Invictus album release because he invited me. And probably if he get married, he would invite me too. But I went to his album listening party. Yo, he performed every record live on the spot with no background vocals. You know what I mean? It's like people need to see that and know that. I'm gonna post it, but I think it would be dope, man, to just rent a venue and let all of y'all just do a song or 2, man, and just show the people what y'all do, man. You know, other than just battles.
Man, I think that's an amazing idea, and I think that'd be the first of its kind to just have battle, like, not even like a battle rap concert, but battle rappers just going up there and performing great art, man. Like,
Right.
I'm down for that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, put my nigga down for that, because I'm all for just championing great music from you guys, man. Like, and honestly, not for nothing, I feel like I make the best music in battle rap, but I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna get that out there.
All right.
Whoever want to do a song battle, you let me know.
I think I'm gonna have to do a fucking versus with the music.
Yo, somebody get Lou Castro on the line.
Oh. Challenge!
Someone get Lou Castro on the line. That's another day.
Cass is killing him right now.
I think he says he sings well. Yeah, as well, man.
Okay. Okay. All right. I like that, man. Lou Castro versus Lou Saga.
Lou Castro versus Louis LeBron, bro. I'm the real big Lou from the first one.
Talk your shit.
I don't mean the really Lou and Louis LeBron, big Lou.
All right, man. It's done. I'm going to set it up. And you in Jersey, stand by for the phone call very soon. Yeah. I'm going to do the first. I'm going to do the first verses with music. Fuck it.
Nice.
Fuck it.
Nice.
And the first one will be Lou Castro versus Louis LeBron.
Nice.
It's up.
It's up already.
It's up.
There it is.
Nice. The you know, that's one of the things I wonder too. Why, you know, you all are battle rappers, but I always say that when it comes to music wise, the amount of like fandom or whatever, it never to me translate over to the music per se. I think a lot of times people, I want to watch your battles, but it's like, have you checked out their project? Nah, I don't want to check that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't into that. And why is that? I have an idea, but why do you think that is?
Unfortunately, I feel as though we've made everything in battle rap just about battle rap. The focal point to a lot of stuff has just been about what you can entertain us with in 3 rounds. It's very unfortunate. I feel like I said, there's a lot of great artists, a lot of phenomenal records that are just not being played like they should, like chess and things like that. But I feel as though, like, I think it's a collective effort that we all need to make as a culture, you know, like, not just, oh man, you media platforms, you gotta post our stuff. Nah, man, like, we gotta stand behind that. Let's put it like this, man. Let's say New Jersey Twerk puts out his first project he put out now was at 1 million streams, right? The culture got behind that. The culture got behind that. He didn't do that just because, you know, he's Twerk. Nah, man, like, the battlers shared it, the fans shared it, the media shared it.
Right.
Everybody's streaming it. Everybody's telling people about it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I think that's what we need to do for the culture. I think we all got to, all hands on deck. You know what I mean? Like, media platforms, the battlers, the fans, the leagues. Let's really push the idea that these battle rappers deserve that same recognition and that same praise they get for their 3 rounds when they put out an amazing album. You know what I'm saying? So,
Gotcha. Yeah. Come out and come back in. Go ahead, you had something to say.
So, as far as I'm concerned, the way I look at it, it's like we love Kobe. But when Kobe tried to rap, we didn't give a fuck. Was it Kobe that tried to rap?
Shaq.
A lot of them. Like, we know them for basketball, so when they try to do their music...
Kobe definitely tried to rap.
Yeah, I know him to rap, so...
Oh, man.
But it's like nobody... people are fans of you because of your battling, not because of your music. So that is the hardest job in the world, and for y'all to get that, for the people to fuck with the music, but it's not impossible. So it's just a lot more work that y'all have to do on your end to get the masses to start listening to music. And again, I don't know if you know, but I own 15 Minutes of Fame, where we do a lot of the most innovative shit in battle rap. I'm always trying to do different shit, right? I've always told battle rappers, yo, make a fucking intro song. So before they introduce you like they do with the WWE, play that intro song. Or demand the league, like, yo, before I come out, play a piece of my record. Like, I've been saying that for over 5 years.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's up to y'all. Like, y'all have to push that envelope to get y'all music heard in different, well, at least in the areas where y'all know battle fans are listening, which is right before y'all come out. Play that shit. Then get on there when they introduce you, yo, download that fucking record you just heard. But I don't see that.
I think we're starting to see that a little bit more with Caffeine, especially with like the countdowns before live broadcast.
Playing the videos, right?
You play a video, you might hear a song. I think they could be a little more intentional towards putting titles of songs
Sure.
at the bottom or something.
Where the copy?
You know, yeah, you know, it takes a lot. Like you said, it takes a lot more work to get the same people that are fans of your 3 rounds to be fans of your music. But I think that's why I'm saying, as a collective, as a culture, if we're supporting people that do great music, this shouldn't be as hard. It doesn't hurt to show love and support or share.
Not true.
The difference with Kobe is, right, Kobe was a phenomenal basketball player. But you're not going to tell me Kobe was a great rapper.
Right.
He wasn't great as a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to support him for something he's excellent at rather than do something because he's Kobe and he's excellent here, but he's kind of okay here. You know what I'm saying?
And you're excellent at both. I get it. My bad. Makes a lot of sense.
I really go, bro, listen, man, the Bible says, be honest in the evaluation of self as well as others. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe in my talent. I truly believe in my gift. I'm not being arrogant about it. I truly believe when I look across the board, I make the best music out of the current state of battle.
Out of everybody.
Out of everybody.
Okay.
I
Put
make
that
the
out there.
best overall. I make the best overall music in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be arrogant. If you want to test me on that, we can do that. Like, if you want to sit here, I can run this album right now. People ain't doing what I'm doing on this album. You know what I'm saying? And I can sing very well. And I can rap very well. Test me on it. You know what I'm saying?
And you put songs together very well. Because there's the difference. There's a lot of people that can rap. There's a lot of people that can sing. But not everybody can put together a great song. That's a difference. You have some great songs. Yeah.
That's my point. I'm not sitting here on a beat doing a 4-bar setup to a punch.
Right.
Certain songs you may not even hear a crazy bar, but you're gonna get a wonderful story.
Right.
And in other ones you may get a slick bar. The bad rap fans are, oh, that's all. But it's a song. It's in a fire song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I make the best music in battle rap, and I feel like there's others who make great music as well. We got to get them out there. Sue Surf is on the new tab, on the new music tab on Apple Music, which I'm proud of. Downloaded that album, amazing work. We got to get everybody on the same page and doing excellent. Like, let's get them out there, bro.
But yo, my nigga.
Luke Castro's on BET Jams, bro. You're not just getting that out of nowhere. You got to be great at what you do. Luke Castro's on BET Jams. You know what I'm saying? Like, my music getting played in Adidas commercials. Like, come on. Like, let's champion those. Like, the world can get with it, but us as a culture, let's get behind these great artists. Let's get behind these great artists.
I'm about to. We're gonna do the Luke Castro versus the Saga, song for song versus. We're gonna do it.
That's dope.
And I'm not gonna make a dime off of it because I can't monetize your music. So, but we're still gonna do it
For the
because
culture.
it needs to be done.
Right.
So I'm gonna fucking do it. So
Nice.
we're gonna do that very soon.
Nice.
Leave it up to Unc to change the game once again.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
You know, it's funny when you brought up when you spoke a minute ago, because I remember watching an interview with I think it's TC Carson. He played Kyle on Living Single, and he said something along the lines of
Maxine.
Yeah, Kyle Barker, the Barker. He says something along the lines of like, like he's an actor, but he sings as well. And he says something like singers can come into acting, but actors can't go into like a singing genre. You know, kind of the same thing. And you can actually be like a phenomenal singer.
Rappers can become an actor.
Right.
But an actor can't become a rapper.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's like maybe it's just a struggle in many different ways. And these are people who have, you know, fan bases who are well known to the masses, so on and so forth. I just don't know why some people are just like, no, I know you for this. I want you to do this, as opposed to you being a double or a triple threat. I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird, man.
Yeah.
You see a lot of these rappers, a lot of these singers can be received with open arms into the acting game. You know, you got your Rihannas and which one was the Ocean 12?
One of them, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
One of them.
Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? I just seen a movie. I just seen like a movie that's coming out or dropping soon. Like I think Meg Thee Stallion's in it. You know, you got people like LL Cool J, who started off as a rapper,
Right.
killing it in the acting game.
Look at Mos Def. I think Mos Def is one of the best rappers turned actors. I'll watch anything I see Mos Def in.
One of the best. Well, people also say, you know, Will Smith and Queen Latifah are kind of up there as well. He's
Definitely,
good,
definitely
but
y'all.
there's some heavy hitters as well.
I did say one of.
No, I know you did.
Will Smith might be the GOAT rapper turned actor. He might be the GOAT.
I think he is.
Might be the GOAT.
Considering what he's done.
But you have certain people that kind of break the mold in regards to actor turned singer. Like, I believe Jamie Foxx was an actor before he turned singer.
He became more famous for acting, but he was always a singer. It was too. If I'm correct, when he said, you know, he was trying to boost his singing career, and the acting thing kicked in first.
But he's known to the masses first as a comedian.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But he did have success as a singer.
Yes.
He definitely did.
Major
So
success.
yeah, he definitely did. Yeah.
Actually, he has dominated all three. Because when you think about Ray, you know, it's like that's one of the best acting jobs from a non-actor, quote unquote, you've ever seen. You know, that man played the shit out of Ray. Like, come on. So, but yeah, triple threat, comedian, actor, and singer.
And writer as well.
And writer.
Yeah. Cool. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. He wrote T-shirt and panties. Small fact, but
That's my shit.
yeah, he wrote that.
You just play that when you with a chick just for no reason.
we want to keep this a clean show right here.
Why? Oh, my bad.
Hey, I want to put it with my wife tonight. All right.
So
That's my Mary. You can't tell me nothing. All the porn cooks are gone. It's over. It's here now.
Oh, shit. And again, man, congratulations on
definitely
young, handsome, popular man settling down. Very good, brother.
Good looking couple.
Very good, man.
Yeah.
Very good, mature move, brother. I'm proud of you, man.
Right.
Most definitely.
Yeah. The you stated also that you're doing like the Adidas campaign. How did that come about, and what does that consist of as well?
Man, I want to say it all started with me constantly wearing Adidas in all my battles. Like, but I always used to speak these things into existence. Like, I love Adidas, so I'm just like, yo, man, I'm gonna wear Adidas everywhere I go, and I'm speaking a partnership of some sort, which hasn't happened just yet. But like, I'm speaking a partnership, speaking business into existence. Like, I'm gonna do some more work with Adidas. And the first line of business came from one of the, one of the marketing directors over there at Adidas was trying to push Pharrell's new campaign called "Please Don't Be Quiet" for his tennis line, and they were looking for influencers in New York because they were doing campaigns all throughout New York, and they were looking for different people. They had Young M.A., Designer, Action Bronson, and they wanted somebody from the battle rap world. And I guess somebody must have whispered in this guy's ear, this is Christian battle rapper, all he does is wear Adidas.
Perfect.
And he saw it, and he was like, oh man, this is perfect. You know, he doesn't curse, you know what I mean? He stands for something positive. He wears Adidas already, boom, you know what I mean? That was the first line of business a few years ago. And with something that happened more recently, my friends over at Champ Sports, one of my boys who work at Champ Sports in the office, they were given the campaign for some Adidas forums that they were trying to bring back out. And they were like, yo, do you know any influencers that you feel like can help promote this? And he's like, well, somebody he's actually worked with before, his name is Saga. You know, all he does is wear Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Like, all he does is wear Adidas. He raps for something positive. They went back like, oh yeah, Matt recommended him a few years ago. Hell yeah, let's do it. And now it's become something to where like they're literally sending me shoes
size 13
to wear. It's just it's like thinking about I used to pay for my Adidas,
right?
And now Adidas is like, hey man, just keep wearing Adidas. And I'm wearing this is Adidas.
I saw. I peep.
like, hey man, keep wearing Adidas. And they saw the reaction and the reception from the commercial I did, promoting the sneakers on my Twitter and Instagram and stuff. And they're like, hey, we'll keep sending you stuff. Just keep wearing it. And I'm just like, hell yeah. It's just been an amazing experience, man. Like, to know that one of my favorite brands is now standing behind me and, like, lacing me up with clothes and putting money in my pocket. Like, it's wild to me, man.
Right.
But I feel like, you know, I'm just speaking these things into existence. These things are, you know, we're destined to happen if God allowed, and I feel like, you know, there's still more to come. So, really excited about it, bro.
Nice.
Unfortunately,
come out and come back. Oh, there you go.
Unfortunately, that didn't work for people wearing Timberlands and drinking Hennessy either. So, shout out to you, because it's true. Like, people promote stuff that motherfuckers won't even use them for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, shout out to you, man. That something actually happened from you actually wearing a brand.
Right.
So yeah, that's dope.
You know what it is, man? Like, I think a lot of people can take things to another level if they understood their brand a lot more. Like, I understood my brand enough to know.
Say that again.
A lot can happen for people if they understood their brand.
Say it one more time.
A lot can happen for people if they understood their brand a lot more.
Because a lot of battle rappers do not even understand that they are a brand. Start treating yourself as a brand, and then some other things can actually possibly happen. But a lot of people don't. So go ahead, my bad. Just wanted to make sure I send that message out to a lot of these battle rappers.
Think about this. Like, for the longest time, and it's even used in certain angles, all I wear to battles are big ass wrestling shirts and Adidas, right? But what I'm doing is, with what I wear, I'm making intentional efforts to put myself in spaces that I want to be in. I'm literally wearing Adidas because I want nothing but Adidas on my body, and I want Adidas to eventually cut a check for me, which happens and continues to happen. I wear wrestling shirts because I want those who watch battle rap that are wrestlers to understand that I am very much so in tune with the culture around me. I'm friends with people in the WWE. I'm friends with people in All Elite Wrestling. These are the two major wrestling organizations in the world right now. And I literally said, I'm going to put myself in spaces that will benefit my brand. I've mentioned wrestling bars and everything I do. The wrestlers hear their name in something, they repost it. They follow me. Now there's a relationship built because they watch battle rap. Adidas watches what I do. Hey, he got the forums on. Or hey, he got the track pants with the half white that are cut off. Yeah, I like those. Like the post. Follow on Instagram. followed by Champ Sports. It's like things like this happen when you understand your brand and you're more intentional with what you do, what you wear, how you move about, and how you make things happen.
Brand awareness.
Brand awareness. Every time you see me, it's wrestling in Adidas, and now I have connections in wrestling and Adidas.
But you connected with 15 Minutes of Fame, and I never saw you wear a 15 Minutes of Fame shirt.
I didn't even know you had one.
I don't. You know,
you gotta work on some bomber jacket. Yo, get a bomb 15 Minutes of Fame bomber jacket, bro.
I've done it already. And no disrespect to you.
So why don't I have it?
No disrespect to you. I'm about to tell you. This is going to be bad. I don't want other people to get mad at me. But I think the first person I gave one of those jackets to was Math Hoffa. Shout out to Math. But that day he said to me, he said, I better not see no motherfucking body else with this jacket on except top tier niggas.
Well, lucky for you, I'm top tier.
Right. So that's why I say no disrespect. But again,
I'm not top tier. But
I would have been all right by giving you one if you were around.
Yeah, like I'm like low tier, top tier.
Okay.
I'm like low top tier.
I had very few.
You can see it.
I had very few, so it was like those I ran into wind up with it. Rex, Debo, you know, league owner. So, but yeah, if I get some more, you're on the list.
Hey man, I'm playing with me, brother. You know, I wear 15 Minutes of Fame. You know what I'm saying?
But you've never set a 15 Minutes of Fame bar.
I did, yeah.
You did?
I said it against Murder.
What'd you say?
It was something like interview. Leaving the knowledge outside with a crowd. It's not an interview.
I remember.
Come on, you was there. You were there.
I know.
Freak.
My man, the Saga, we appreciate you, brother.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all one of the realest platforms, and I'm always grateful to be a part of anything you got going on over here, man. 15 Minutes of Fame is family, so absolutely.
Yeah, and much more success. Congratulations on the marriage. Congratulations on your career. Congratulations on the Adidas shit, the wrestling shit. Everything you get, brother, you worked very hard for it, and you deserve it. So there you go.
Now tell them to put me back on Smack, and everything will be right with the world.
Smack. Who is this nigga?
Tell them to put me back on Smack, and everything will be right with the world. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, eventually it will happen, brother.
Absolutely.
Eventually it will happen, man. We need you wherever. Don't matter, man, if it's Smack or anywhere else, but they gonna get you back on.
Yeah, man, it's all in. Listen, man, it goes back to that conversation with patience, bro. Man, patient. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard this year to make great things have happened this year, and I think in God's time, and I'll be back when I need to be back. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay, appreciate that. Once again, you know, there's more, but I'll cut it. But I do thank you for actually taking the time to make this happen. It's funny because I told Ra, you know, I had a conversation with you prior to meeting you in person, but the first time I met you in person was at Verbal War Zone. You know, at this point, I think it was about 2 years ago. And it's funny because, well, I'll go into whatever. But none, huh? Well, no. What was gonna happen was there was another female artist, and I had set up for her to do this show on a specific date. And I remember I reached out to you, and that week you were like, I can't do whatever week, but you was like, I can do this week. So the artist, I was like, yo, what can happen is, you know, I want to do something with like religion and battle rap. And I have reached out to, you know, your other horsemen as well. You are the only person that got back to me. So shout out to you. But nonetheless, what I ended up doing was I told that artist, like, look, you know, I want to do something with all of you. I know I was going to give you your own, you know, time slot or whatever, but this could be much bigger. They have a huge, you know, fan base, you know, different religions, so on and so forth. Long story short, because I actually kind of switched their date to kind of cater to your date, they actually got angry at me. You know, we had dialogue. Yeah, but no. It's not you. It was one of those things where it was going to
It was the concept
make sense.
that was important.
Yeah. And they
People
weren't
don't
seeing it.
understand that.
Yeah, they weren't seeing it, unfortunately. So it had nothing to do with you. But nonetheless, I know you have a busy schedule. You know, like you said, the Adidas, the music. You know, no longer walking in fear. You know, or moving in fear. Right. Right.
Like, you did your homework.
You know, man. You know, hey, I'm still. I'm not that good of a singer, so I let it be.
I love when somebody just actually comes to like, yo, I know, boom, boom, boom. Like, it's not just freestyle questions, and not like we're gonna figure it out as we go. Like, you know what I mean? This was very well like put together, bro.
Gotcha. Thank you. And I'm gonna get you out of here. Before I do, just for the people, because I got some people that are like, you're not talking about the women. Are there any women that you would battle, and if so, who?
Man, for the longest time, like I've kind of just been like, I don't want to battle female because I just can't see myself barking on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something, like personally, it's just like oh, there ain't nobody dope enough. Like I just can't see myself barking on a female. But for the sake of like the culture, battle rap, I would battle E Hart. You know, Queens in the building. You know what I mean? Me and E Hart would be fire. I think we both come from Queens. I think that'd be something for us right there.
I think she's YO.
Yeah. C3's from Queens.
Yeah, E Hart is
E-Hart's
BX YO stand up.
Oh, E Hart was Queens.
She YO.
You already losing the battle already. So you can get rid of all those Queens bars.
I think she's from Queens for the longest time.
Nah, she's YO. She's always BX YO stand up.
Right?
What?
Is C3 Queens?
C3 is
Yes.
Queens.
Yeah, run her, man. Run it up.
You and C3 would be fire.
I love C3, man. I love her. She's fire. Like, E Hart, C3, shoot, bro. I would love, just because I appreciate her so much, out of respect. I'll definitely battle 40.
I like that.
But I don't know. After that, like, it's just like, you know, whatever happens. But like those three off top for me would be the only time I would step out and say, you know what, I wouldn't battle a female, but these three, I would really enjoy that battle. You know what I mean? So shout out to them queens. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I had a crazy rebuttal and I couldn't do it because it's Saga.
I say do it. Go ahead. Do it.
Do it.
Shoot it.
Because you said those three off top. I'm the only one that got that, I guess.
This guy is, man, look at you, see where we at.
Sorry, man.
The camera come right back on. Bam, you see that?
No, I'm just talking about, you know, this battle rap, man. You say the wrong thing and it could be a pause or a, you know, or something, even though that wasn't a pause. No, it wasn't a pause, but you said off top. Like you battle him off top.
What's the can we get one of those?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm worried, bro.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you said that. I was doing very well too. I set myself up.
He's like, you three all the time. You get it?
I set myself up.
You set yourself up.
Yes, I did.
Should have kept that in the holster.
Yes. I deserve all the backlash. My bad.
Praise God.
Gotcha. So once again, for anybody that they all do, but for anybody that's not familiar with where to follow you at, Sensei Season, where can they follow you at?
Yes. Everything is TH3SAGA. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, man. Just, you know, follow your boy. I'm very active on Twitter nowadays. Yo, shouts to the Upstairs Boys Radio every Monday on Clubhouse as well as YouTube. You know what I mean? Shouts to Marv One, plus Cody Big Cannon. We do it every Monday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's upstairs. And yeah, man, just follow me as I follow Christ, man. I'm not gonna get it right all the time, but you know what I'm saying? Thank God.
Gotcha. And you and Marv did a song together, right?
Oh yeah, man. Shots tomorrow. You know, Ravage Can't Shoot. New album out right now. I was able to lace a hook on there for a song called Raise the Glass. And you know, shouts to him, man. That's big bro for real.
Gotcha.
Yo,
gotcha.
I'm older than him, and that's my big bro. I love Marv.
That's great. He's really one of the coolest cats in battle rap, honestly, bro. Like,
Facts.
really one of the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, hey, Unc, if you listen to that song, I'm trying to tell you, man, I put these songs together, Unc. You know what I mean? I'm really one of them ones, you know what I'm saying?
I listen when I run into the music, because again, man, I be so busy, man. I don't even listen to new music at all. Like in my car, it's my own playlist of old school shit. I'm still an old school head, so. But I do catch a lot of your shit. That's how I know.
You said old school head, get it?
Don't make me mute your mic. Nah, but again, I catch, you know, a lot of your shit, you know, on the Instagram and shit like that, man. And that's why I can literally say, man, you fire. And like that's how I know you sing and all that shit too. So, but me downloading music ain't one of my fortes. But I definitely come across it though.
I'll tell you what, man, when this album drops, you know what I mean, I might have to do like a little album listening session on 15 Minutes of Fame, man. We might have to do something when the album drops.
My man, you are welcome. I will move the table. We'll sit down. We'll have some people come through, and we can do that. I'd be honored. I will be honored to add your listening party on my station, brother. I'd be honored. So we're gonna talk soon anyway, because we doing the verses, bro.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm not just talking shit. We're gonna do it. Yeah.
I'm here.
It's
look,
on.
I'm here. Look, where am I?
Right here.
I'm right here, bro.
You inside, but we'll get you outside.
Yeah, man. I'm upstairs.
Gotcha. All right. Once again, the Saga, thank you very much for making this happen. It's very appreciated. I'm humbled. Yeah, thank you. I can't say that enough.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I'm glad we were able to get this going. I know it's been a little while getting everything scheduled.
Better late than never.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Thank you for having me here, man. I really do appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. We talk soon.
Right.
Oh, shut up. All right.
And to those in the chat, shout out Miss Mo WR513, keeping 100, Chris with the K, Val Smith, Track and Rancid, if I'm saying that correctly, Armand, Heavy Bag TV, Slim Diesel, RC, AO Rail, WR513. There's a like fruit fly in here that's killing me.
You look alive to me.
J Cruz, you're just on a roll with this comedy act tonight, huh? Yeah, just keep them coming. Tim Wilson, NYC, Amber, I feel like I got everybody. Tony Jordan, if not, I got you at the beginning of the show. Yeah, so I thank y'all once again for always tuning in. Wanted to do something different. I know Chucky, Wuzuda, we usually do something kind of dealing with the women, but, you know, it doesn't hurt, and this was something that was supposed to take place some time ago. You know, we could spice it up or whatever. Next week we'll see what happens. And, yeah, women are always welcome. Reach out to your favorite artists. Let them know, you know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Come in person. We can set the interview up. Let them know who y'all want to interview them. You know what I'm saying? We can have fun. We can play games. We can do a whole lot of things. See y'all later, man. We out.